On November 6th, 2021, that's, by the way, the date of the incident, correct?
What incident? The shooting?
What incident happened on November 6th, 2021?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm not saying what,
On November 6th, 2021, your girlfriend, Lydia Parker, sent you a text message accusing you of being a fraud, correct? On that date.
Objection relevant, Your Honor.
no, I don't know.
Hold on.
It's also
Sustain. Sustain.
Motion to strike any answer on
The answer's stricken.
Thank you.
Okay. Sir, on this topic, one last time. The height of your music career was in 2021, you told the jury. You were making money, you said, quote, I finally figured out how to make money. In 2021, did you make money from your music business? Yes or no?
I didn't make money, but I figured out how to make money
Okay.
within the music industry. And my artist was making money because it's their royalties. I could have made money, but it wasn't enough for me to even, I don't want that money.
Okay.
I'd rather get them a deal.
Okay. In 2021, did you make money from other businesses aside from the music business?
I don't recall.
You don't recall if you made money any other way?
I don't recall.
Did you have any other
I don't recall.
jobs? Question. Did you have any other jobs in 2021?
Don't recall.
Okay. So it's your testimony, you don't know if you made any money in 2021?
I don't recall.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm going to move into an area now based on that answer.
Say again?
I'd like to move into an area now based on that answer. I think the door's open.
Our position is 352 and relevance.
I don't know what area you want to do. Why don't you come on up and tell me?
I don't recall.
Okay. Well, who's Lydia Parker?
That's that's my girlfriend.
Does she go by the name of Gemma Jones?
I don't recall.
Well, does she have a website named Gemma Jones?
I don't recall.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Did she text you a website of herself?
I don't recall.
Let me ask you a question. Did she text you a website of herself entitled gemmajones.ch?
I don't recall.
Okay.
Objection
No.
relevance in just for the record.
Overruled.
Right.
Okay?
She,
Objection's overruled.
I'm just going to have to refresh this recollection.
Fine. Do you want to show Mr. Ephron the document?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I've seen it for the record.
That's what you don't have to say. Right.
Just let him read it.
I'm just directing. Okay. Is that your number?
That's my number.
Just take a look at this and then take a look at that.
What am I looking at?
Right. You read that.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
This right here.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you read it?
See yourself.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes, sir. Okay.
Did you show that to him to basically help him refresh his recollection?
I'm going to ask him that question now.
But that was the purpose.
Yeah, that's the purpose.
Right.
Okay. Sir, having seen that, does that refresh your recollection that Ms. Parker sent you a website named jimjones.com?
No, it doesn't.
Does not. Okay. How did Ms. Parker make her money?
Objection relevance stay.
Okay. Do you, sir, or should I say in 2021, did you, along with Ms. Parker, make money in prostitution?
No.
The question was compound that's referring to two people.
I can do it.
It assumes it's fact, not.
It is a comment, just limit it, you can limit it to.
Sir, did you make money in the business of prostitution in 2021?
No.
And you've never seen that website, gemmajones.ch before?
Objection asked and answered. Said he doesn't remember.
Have you ever seen it, if you recall?
No, I don't recall.
All right. Right, let's move on to
Got it, Ron.
a different topic.
Yeah, you got it. You invest in real estate?
I do.
And you made a down payment towards a luxury apartment building, in new construction condominium in Miami?
Objection Vegas to time, therefore.
Sure.
Sustained as
May,
to,
in May of 2023, did you make a down payment towards a luxury apartment building and a new construction condominium in Miami?
I don't recall.
Okay, I'm gonna put up, and this is one of the 7, so to speak. I'm gonna put up, sure.
is this an exhibit?
Yes.
I don't know which one it is.
The next exhibit will be H as in Henry.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna wait for John for a second.
All right, I've seen it. Thank you, Ron.
Okay, John?
Yes, thank you. I've seen it.
Guys, put it up, guys. That's your Instagram, I guess, post regarding investment property, correct?
No, just, remember we talked about, just answer the question. Ask the question again, Mr.
Sure. Is that, first of all, is that your Instagram post?
I don't recall.
You don't recall if that's your Instagram post?
No, I don't recall.
So, how about the next one, guys?
Wait a minute.
It's one of the,
We don't want the index appearing where the jury can see it.
Do you have another exhibit you want to show? Show the other exhibit. Without an index.
Your Honor, can the jury be instructed?
No,
just
just stop.
you think they saw those 100 lines over there?
I don't want the two of you arguing. There are no speaking objections. We've got another exhibit up there. Go ahead and ask about it.
Okay, please take a look at that.
I don't recall.
You don't recall what? What's the, what don't you
I don't know what you want me to look at.
That's your Instagram page, Mr.
I don't know.
Ephron. You don't know if that's your Instagram
I
page?
don't know. I don't know. Next question.
I'm sorry.
You got another question?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Are you familiar with that building, the standard residence?
I don't recall. No.
You don't recall or no?
No.
No. So, is it your testimony that you didn't invest in that building?
I don't recall.
It says big investment moves at the standard residence.
I don't recall.
That's not your wording?
Your Honor, this has been asked and answered now.
No.
He says he doesn't recall anything about this, so we'll something.
I'm asking about the wording.
I don't recall.
Wait, hold on. The wording of,
That, the wording on there. Big investment moves at the standard residence. Is that your wording?
Question,
I said it 3 times. I don't recall.
sustain, stop, ask another question.
Okay.
If you go on to another exhibit, if you have.
Okay. So what investment properties in Miami did you invest in?
I don't recall.
You don't recall?
No.
It was only 2023.
I know. I don't remember.
So you invested in a real estate property in Miami.
I don't remember which.
Let me finish this, Stefan, please. You invested in a real estate property in 2023 in Miami, and you don't remember which one it was?
I don't remember.
That assumes a background in evidence.
That is correct.
You aren't.
He says he has no recollection.
You aren't, excuse me. He first answered that he gave investment in real estate in Miami. That was the first thing, before I showed him all these. So again, I'm going to ask you, which building do you
I
invest
don't
in?
recall.
You don't recall?
Yes.
Okay. How much did you invest in?
I I don't recall, sir.
You don't recall.
I don't recall.
So you invested some unknown amount of money in some unknown building
I don't have a clue.
in 2023.
Don't have a clue.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about the events on and surrounding November 6, 2021.
Okay.
And when I say the events of November 6, 2021, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, the shooting.
Oh, okay. It was your understanding, following this incident, well, withdrawn. John Iman was Rocky's manager, right?
Correct.
Okay. And you text John a video of the shell casings on November 7th, 2021 at 12:04 a.m., right?
I texted him everything. I told him that your client shot at me.
My question was one.
I don't recall.
You don't recall? Okay. We're going to refresh your recollection.
Okay.
You guys have it? Or can we just put it up for it? Okay. Take a look.
Your Honor, at Mr. Tacopina's request, we are willing to stipulate the witness is being asked about the specific times of text. I'm not sure if he knows it exact time. We're willing to
Who's
stipulate.
he? You say he knows it, who's he?
The witness.
Mr. Ephron.
Yeah, so whether he knows the specific time, we're willing to stipulate. What's the stipulation you like, Mr. Tacopina? That
12:04 a.m. on November 7th, 2020.
Okay, so which one do you want? He's the guy. Trying to get stipulations, Your Honor.
So we have a stipulation, Your Honor.
Let me tell the jury what a stipulation
Okay.
is. Folks, a stipulation is another word for an agreement. So whatever the parties stipulate to, that issue is not before you. It's been proved. Whatever that they stipulate to, that has been proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Right? That's what a stipulation is. It's an agreement between both sides.
And also at 12:04 a.m., you sent a text to John claiming that Rocky shot at you, right?
I don't know how I have to see the thing, but yeah, sounds correct.
Okay. And again, that stipulation still stands, right, guys?
Well, why don't you two stipulate tell the jury what you're stipulating to?
The time of 12:04 on November 7th, 2021. Same text, right?
4 minutes after you did that.
But the problem is, if you're asking him what he remembers, we'll stipulate to it.
Right.
Then if you then ask him afterwards, doesn't know the exact.
Right, you don't know the exact time, obviously, that you sent the message, right?
It was 3 years ago.
I understand you. I'm saying you don't know the exact
No,
time.
no.
Right, okay. But we have a stipulation agreement that you sent it at 12:04 a.m. You sent him a text claiming that Rocky shot at you, correct?
And so stipulated.
All right. And then you sent subsequently, 34 minutes later, you sent John a screenshot of your scraped fingers. Remember sending John that?
Yeah,
Okay. Okay. And at that same time, again, guys, 12:38 a.m. on that same date, you sent John a message saying, "I'm getting itch." You remember that message?
Yeah, I'm getting itch. It was a typo.
Okay. All right. That's the message that you wrote to John was, "I'm getting itch," ITCH, right?
I don't really recall, but I think
Okay. We can show it to you. That's it. John has it. That's yours. Guys, this is the other side. Yeah. Mr. Ephron, so you saw that message, I'm getting itch, that you sent to John, right?
Correct.
All right. At the preliminary hearing that we've heard about, the jury's already heard about from November 8th of 2023, you were asked about whether that message to John was you saying that you're getting rich instead of rich. Remember being asked those questions by me?
Well, the conversation,
Just call it yes or no.
say it again?
Do you remember in the preliminary hearing in 2023, November 8th, to be exact, I asked you questions about whether that message, I'm getting itch, was really meant to say I'm getting rich. Remember those questions?
Do you have page one?
Sure you are. It's page 145, lines 15 through 20.
15 through 20?
15 through 20, sir.
Fair enough.
Okay. Do you remember that question?
Can you say it again?
Sure. I asked you at the preliminary hearing whether you meant to type, I'm getting rich instead of itch. Do you remember me asking you that?
I really don't remember.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Or would you like me to put the transcript up, or should you want me to read it?
Would it help you to read what was said at the preliminary hearing? Might that help you remember?
A lot was said, I just don't remember.
Would it help you to read?
Like what he just showed me?
Yes. Yes. Did you read it?
Yeah.
No. He's talking about the text message. He's talking about being shown the text message. What we're proposing is you read the transcript.
And that should be read to himself.
The transcript is
No, the transcript is still,
Go ahead and show him the page from the transcript.
okay.
Mr. Ephron is going to show you something. Just read it yourself and see if that refreshes what you said. Refreshes your memory as to what you said when you testified the last time on November the 8th of 2020.
Okay.
All right. Let me just show you where, okay? Right. Over here.
Thank you.
Yeah, Q, exactly.
What am I supposed to, this is like media conversation?
It's your testimony at the preliminary hearing.
Yeah, I don't really remember that.
Okay, so, Your Honor, I'm gonna just read this, I guess, as a stipulation from Mr. Wu. That this is accurately read. Question, 145, line 15. The question to you, sir, was, and although you didn't make a police report about this incident until 2 days later, on November 8th, 2021, you did send a text message on November 7th to Mr. Mayers' manager, John, at 2:38 p.m. saying, I'm getting rich. Remember that?
we will stipulate that in fact, that is what was asked.
All right.
Okay, that was it.
But
Okay.
Mr. Tacopina is entitled to let the jury know what it says.
Oh, he just asked me for a stipulation, I'm telling him.
Oh, he did?
We'll stipulate.
I asked him.
All right, good. Well, glad you told
Only
me.
manage on that. Okay. Everything else, yes.
Good news.
And do you remember saying on 146 lines 7 to 8?
Yeah, just switch stuff. What are you going to read from? Mr. Tacopina, what page are you on?
146, I'm getting old as hell.
146.
146, line 7 to 8.
Okay, go ahead and respond to this as long as he's asking. 146. Look at the lines. Read it to yourself.
Judge, Mr. Lou and I sort of figured this out. This might save a step here. I'm just going to read them and say, did you say that?
And I'm totally fine with that.
That's a little
So,
quick.
all right, so he doesn't have to refresh his
This
recollection?
is going to help us.
All right. Read it.
All right. Forget that, Mr. Ephron. I'm just going to read it to you.
All right.
Question. your answer to that last question was line 7 and 8. What the fuck would I be getting rich off of? You remember saying that?
I don't remember, but I really don't remember.
I have a stipulation on it. It's been read accurately.
That was like a year ago.
So the
Okay.
stipulation is, those are the questions asked and the words that are reflected in the transcript, yes?
Even more than that, that is what was asked, and he answered that right here.
Okay. Then, a little further down, you said, continuing on, lines 12 through 14, fuck, shit, I'm getting mad. That was your preliminary hearing when you asked about whether you said we're getting rich. Do you recall that?
Can you say that again?
Sure. You said, fuck, shit, I'm getting mad.
I don't remember that.
Okay. Well,
In what context? Like, what do you mean? Fuck shit, I'm getting mad?
when you asked about the word rich, text message you were confronted with.
Oh, no, I don't know.
Okay. So, when questioned about that word itch at the preliminary hearing, what you claimed is that you meant to write the word irritated. Is that right?
I don't recall.
Okay. Page 148, on 25 to 27. Well, Mr. Ephron, before I read that, let me withdraw that last question. What did you mean when you said I'm getting itch?
Well, when I was talking to his manager?
Yes, sir.
Well, I was just showing his manager everything, and I think he took a while to get me back, so I said, I think that's what I wrote, but in the trend, like, that's what I meant to write was I'm being irritated. But then you said, I'm getting rich, and that's when me and you started arguing at the preliminary hearing. Like you was trying to get something out of me or something more out of me.
So you meant to write the word irritated.
When I first spoke to his manager, I don't remember what I wrote, but from what is there, yeah.
Well, you saw the word itch, right? You saw that message.
I mean, but you flipped it so many times. That was a fast moment. You can't make me go back and think like something that I don't really. But I definitely won't write his manager in the context. If you show the whole text message, where would it make sense? I'm getting rich.
All right.
You're not showing the whole text message.
So-
You're just picking.
You saw these messages yesterday on your direct
I
message.
mean, if you
right?
want to pull up John's text messages, we can.
Okay, thank you, sir. So what you're saying to this jury is that you didn't mean to write that you were getting rich, right?
I don't recall.
Okay? You're not saying that you didn't mean to
I don't
write
recall,
it.
sir.
Just don't recall.
I don't recall.
Okay. So you may have been meaning you're writing to get
I
rich.
don't recall.
Okay.
If I said anything like that, I mean, I said anything I said after the shooting was lawsuit. It falls in my lawsuit. So
You what?
it falls in my lawsuit. Like a crime was committed, and then whatever I say after that's retaining money or anything that's compensating me was with my lawyers or anything else. I had lawyers present and everything else.
Well, you didn't have a lawyer at this point, did you? So,
When I spoke to John, I didn't need a lawyer. What I need a lawyer for if I didn't say I'm getting rich? And what does getting rich have to do with a man shooting me?
you paid enough.
I'm waiting. I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what we got going on here.